to Chalkboard Chat. I am Dr. Tara Y. Wren. Today, I have with me Kalen Woodard, a student who is a member on the MPB Student Council. Kaylen and I will chat about a topic that is near and dear to her heart, hair braiding. Hi, Kaylen, and welcome to Chalkboard Chat.
Hi, and thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to have this conversation with you, to learn from you and to learn your feelings and thoughts about this very popular hairstyle among so many folks, men, women, young and old, everybody. You look around and they have braids in their hair, and I think it's pretty cool. I've been wearing braids for a long time. Middle school, I learned to braid my hair on my doll, and they say the rest is history. I was braiding my hair, my friend's hair, so hair braiding has been around for a long time. Not saying that I've been around for a long time, but hair braiding is a really cool thing. So first, let's get started with you telling me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Kalen Woodard, and I'm a freshman at Mendenhall High School, and I am from Pinola, Mississippi.
Okay, Pinola, Mississippi. So here we go. My first question is, you could have picked anything to talk about. I know you know a lot about a lot of different things. So tell me why you picked hair braiding.
Well, I picked hair braiding because it's something I really like to do, and it allows a lot of people to express themselves. I know for me personally, I switch my hair up all the time, and it's something that I do every month at least, so it's something I could really talk all day about.
Okay, so I heard you say you do your hair. Do you do your friend's hair?
I'm learning right now to do my friend's hair. Like, I want to get better before I just start doing other people's hair.
Okay, so they don't trust you right now.
Oh, they trust me. They be asking me to do them, but I just feel like I could get better before I start.
Okay. Well, how did you learn to braid?
Well, my mama's always braided my hair, so I've never went to anyone to get my hair done. So I basically just grew up watching her do her hair, and then I would watch little short tutorials on YouTube to teach me how to, get all the hair in and everything.
You watch those tutorials now?
Yes, ma'am. I be trying, now I want to give me some locks, so I'm watching tutorials on how to do those.
Well, there's a lot of videos on how to do this to your hair, how to do that to your hair. So you should have no problem there. So to you, what is the significance of hair braiding?
I just feel like hair braiding can tell so many different stories. It can tell how you feel or show your different creative parts of how, just how you're feeling. Like, I know me for box braids, I'll just my basic box braids, or I'll switch it up if I'm feeling, in a good mood. I'll be all, put it in different styles because it's very versatile. So you don't have to just stick with one area. You're able to expand.
Gotcha. So when we started talking about this on the MPB Student Council, you were a little apprehensive about sharing about hair braiding. What was that apprehension all about?
Because I felt like our topic had to be something more educational, but as I thought about it, a lot of people don't know about the African American community and, the different importance on why we wear our protective styles, such as box braids. So now that looking back and I think about it, this is a much better topic to explain and bring awareness to African culture and hair braiding.
So considering the culture and the history, what do you know about the history of braiding? And talk a little bit about that culture.
Well, I know that it originated in Africa, and box braids and other styles have always been protective styles because we can keep them for a long time and grow out your natural hair.
So among African Americans, young Black girls, this is a thing that's happening a lot now. Would you say it's more about style, or would you say it's more about that protective covering and to keep your natural hair growing under there so you don't have to comb it every day and those things?
I say it's a little bit of both, because even with you doing the different styles at the same time, without you may even trying, you're still growing your hair and allowing it to grow more freely with you not having to do it every day and keep putting product on it.
Okay. If someone's listening to you, maybe a peer, someone who has never had their hair braided and thinking about getting their hair braided, what would you say the pros and the cons are?
The pros that I always say is there are a lot of different hairstyles that you can do. Like, you can go on for hours of the different things that you could choose from. So that'll be a good one. Also, another pro is that you wouldn't have to do your real hair, wake up early and comb and brush all that every day. So that's another good pro. A con If you don't like sitting in the same place for a long period of time, that'd probably be a con because you'd have to sit in the chair, get everything done. Depending on how long you want it, that's another con because it's an even longer amount of time. Oh, another con could be the takedown process. It could also take a really long time to take them out, especially if you get like small ones.
Absolutely. When I have had them, I find myself getting sad a couple of days before because I know what it takes to take those down. It's like, I'm not ready to go through this because when you take it down, it's like a whole day process because you got to wash it and you got to redo it in some style. So I totally agree with that. Well, what is your favorite braiding style? I heard you say that you're going to try out locks, but what is your favorite braiding style?
My favorite braiding style would be just regular box braids because I don't have to keep it up in certain positions. Like I could do my swoop with a little ponytail, or I could do two ponytails or whatever. It's easy. It doesn't take that much time. It needs to be different lengths, but appearance-wise, the distressed locks, they're very pretty.
Are you finding that to be a popular style?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I know a lot of girls in my school have them, and I really want them, but last time I had to cut my hair off on accident.
Oh my goodness, taking it down?
Yes.
Oh no,
I
Kaylen.
cut a whole braid off.
So you have to be careful when you're taking it down. Wow, that's amazing. I've done that before. I think probably everybody has had that experience of either cutting your own hair or just pulling it out, not knowing which part is real and which part is the part you're putting in there. Wow. When you see someone with braids, what do you think? Are you critiquing them? Are you saying, can I do that style? What are you thinking when you see someone?
I really think about whether I could redo the same thing myself because I know that's how a lot of get my ideas, especially looking at girls on TikTok and their whole process of how they done their hair. I really just wonder whether or not I could do it, how long it took them, or where they go to get it done. Because more than likely, I'd be trying to figure out if I could do it myself.
Well, how often do you do yours?
I think I leave my box braids up for like 3 weeks. So like every 3 weeks, I redo my hair.
Have you faced any negativity from anyone about wearing braids?
Not really, other than myself sometimes, because I feel like some people may not think it's more of a professional look, with me being on the student council. But now braids have been worn more freely in work settings. Because I know there used to be a time where women would be afraid to wear braids to work because with fear of being fired. So I feel like now it's really being accepted in today's society.
Exactly. You're seeing natural hairstyles and braids. And what you said earlier, the length of them allow you to do all sorts of things. Pin-ups, buns, wear it down straight, curled up, swooped up, everything. So that's pretty cool. What do you think are good qualities of a braider? Say someone wanted to get into this profession. What would be the best qualities that someone should have as a hair braider?
You have to have good communication skills because I know with me being in a chair for a long time, I wouldn't just want to sit there in silence or, maybe start up a conversation. You have to be able to market and put yourself out there because, no one will know about you if you don't just put yourself out there and allow someone to find out who you are. You have to be very, I wouldn't say perfectionist, but like very crisp when you're doing like your parts and everything. It has to be just like to a T, and it has to be very nice. You have to work on your hands because I know my hands be cramping. So you gotta be good with that. You gotta be good with standing up for a while.
Well, it sounds like you put a lot of thought into this and a lot of time. How much time would you say you spend on social media watching either TikToks or YouTubes trying to perfect your craft?
Oh, Lord. TikTok is the first thing I do when I wake up. So probably a day, 7 to 8 hours on TikTok because it always just comes across my feed. So because I don't like the videos, I have a whole collection dedicated to hairstyles that I want.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you say 7 to 8 hours?
My screen time is very high.
Wow, Kaylen, that's a lot of screen time. But you know what? The good thing about that is if you're trying to perfect something and to learn all you can about something, then to be a student of it is very good. I know that you will continue to work at it and perfect it. Do you think that you are considering hair braiding as an occupation?
I would love to have my own hair salon. I want to get into doing lashes as well so I can just be like an all-in-one spot. That'd be my dream, to like have a hair salon and do people's hair.
Well, that could be a dream come true. That's pretty attainable.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely. So what have I missed asking you that, say, one of your peers or someone younger than you, or even an adult listening to this conversation, what would you want to say about hair braiding that we haven't talked about already?
I would say that there's certain products for like certain styles, so you wouldn't just want to go in blindly just putting any product on your hair. I recommend like doing a lot of research on that product before, because it could damage your hair or maybe even make it fall out in some areas. So I really recommend just doing research on that product so that doesn't happen to you. I also recommend like really getting to know your hair with the different like prosperities and everything. If you know your hair, that'll really help you a lot in the long run.
Those are very good recommendations. Very good recommendations. Well, I don't have any more questions, but I think this has been quite informative. Y'all, Kaylen is here rocking her hair braids today with a splash of pink in there, and I am loving it. Yeah, she is rocking it. So she has shared how hair braiding is an art and professional occupation. Braiding has a rich history, and Kaylen is very, very interested in getting more experience in this area, and she has become a student of this. She has shared her thoughts on styles and attitudes and reasons why, and perhaps this is something that you want to learn too. And if you do, I hope that this podcast will help encourage you to do more research and take Kaylen's recommendations to heart, because they are very good recommendations. So thank you, Kalen Woodard, for sharing your creative thought about hair braiding with us. It's been a great conversation.
Thank you.
This is Tara Wren with Chalkboard Chat, and class is now dismissed.
Thank you for tuning in. Before you go, please be sure to leave a positive review for Chalkboard Chat and subscribe to be the first to know when a new episode releases. See you next time.